Xuanyuan is a DOS game, right? I'm gonna have to figure out some technical way to get that working. Huh? The fairy within the book is no longer paying attention to you. Well, great, thanks. Huh? Well, I got some of those. Oh no. Another one of these stupid things. I don't need the heavenly sword on him. Oh my gosh, you get to attack twice? Really? Boom. $500? I think that's all I can get. I think I already did. Oh. Whoa, it dropped. Oh, I see. It looks like it dropped frames just a second. I should just, I'm gonna run. I'm just gonna run away. These guys are not worth my time. Get on my way. Only the dragon is worth my time. Oh, I was asking if Xuanyuan was a DOS game. Here it is. Okay, that might be helpful. I guess I can fight the dragon. This is like a boss rush, man. The dragon's worth fighting though. They give a lot of oodles of XP. So yeah, it seems like my stream dropped a few frames, but at one point in time, but it's not anything too bad. In any case, I guess Xuanyuan's a DOS game, so I'm gonna, in order for me to play it, it's not in Windows, right? So I'll have to figure out a way. If I wanted to play that, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get it working on Windows 7. Huh? It's not? It's not a DOS game? Oh, right. But if I wanted the first game is a DOS game, right? Unless there's no Windows version of the first game, right? Let me see what am I gonna do here. Wait, let me run around. ER1. White phones. Like, I probably should, if I was gonna play the game, I probably would start from the, where am I going? No, get back, get back, you. I don't want to fight the dragon. Okay, I made it back here. Okay, we're not going any further. Yeah, the first one's a DOS one. I'm gonna have to do something to figure out how to get it to run on this computer, because I don't have any computers that run DOS anymore. Well, we'll figure it out when it comes to it. But yeah, so it looks like our quest to find out what happened to Linger will have to wait a little bit longer, because like it is pretty late, and I think I'm going to call it a night because I'm pretty tired. And as much as I like this game, I want to find out what happens, but I don't want to do it while I'm half asleep. So it will probably be for the best that I stop here, and we will continue with this dungeon on the next broadcast. And we've actually gone pretty far, relatively, and I've actually grown, like, how many levels have I grown since? Oh man, 25? We're in great shape right now. And then we could probably get another level very, very soon. Probably the next fight, the next boss fight is probably going to get us our next level. Even me who never tried the first one. Wait, so which games in the series did you play first? And I'm thinking, yeah, while I wait for her to answer the question, I guess I would just like, I mean, my thoughts on what just happened. I mean, like, it's pretty interesting that in this tower there's actually people living, and I never would have thought. I would thought, like, I mean, this is kind of like we made a lot of references to Persona 3's Tartarus, which is Persona 3 is a Japanese RPG on the PlayStation 2, and it was released on the PlayStation Portable later. But yeah, every day you would have to go through this dungeon full of monsters called the Tartarus, and I guess they were reminded of that. So for me, I was like, oh, I got the reference. But anyway, so it looks like, yeah, I think Linger is definitely still in this building somewhere, but we don't know what happened, where she is. And I don't know, this tower is almost like a boss rush. I'm worried I don't have the supplies to finish it. I mean, like, I'm worried I might have to grind 1 or 2 levels, but hopefully not. I guess it's 3. 3 and San and Sanwai, 传天之痕 are always the most classic ones, the most played on. Huh, that's interesting. Do you have to know the... Do you have to follow the story from the... I guess you don't have to follow the story from the beginning if you can start from 3, because are they related at all? Or is it just like 1 to 2 are too old? Fair enough. When I was looking at them, I was like, wow, this is really old. This is like... Because like, it's like the graphics of Shenzhen 1, the 1995 edition, not this version, which is from 2001. Huh. I could look in... I guess so your recommendation is for me to start with a 3rd game and just go from there? Wait. ERRY 传风之路3 Y 传天之痕4 5 6 Okay. It could be under consideration. I have a lot of stuff I could stream from, not just like, I might actually, after this game, I'm apparently going to be playing a game on the Super Nintendo to kind of change things up a bit, because like, I'm sure I'll need a break from translating this game over and over, all the way through. And but anyway, actually, yeah, I might have to just call it a night. I'm getting pretty sleepy. So, it's pretty interesting that the tower is like, so far this game has been very good. Okay, yeah, please feel free to, I guess I'll take it to PMs. We don't have to use a stream time for this. But yeah, I'm actually very interested to see what happens in the tower. And oh yeah, that would be really nice. That way I can take a look. Hard to know which I'll prefer the most if I haven't played any, but it will probably be easier for me to start with a Windows one, since I don't have to get DOSBox working or something. I don't even know if those games work with DOSBox, because you know, Western support for Chinese games is not exactly the best it's ever been. It's kind of interesting, like, but at least like I was talking to people on there's a fan movement to try to get this version of the game translated. And that would be really nice, but right now it's like there's a lot of work to be done on that side. In any case, speaking of the game itself, so I'm not just like waltzing around, like, I'm actually very interested. Like, the game has surprised me again. Like, I didn't like the last time with Chai Yi and Jin Yuan, that surprised me too. I was like surprised that it ended that way. I had no idea that what was really going on. And I was like, they totally fooled me. And then in this one, it's like, oh, we're actually finding out more about the truth of what happens in this tower. And it's very interesting. And you wonder, like, yeah, there's a lot of, like, there's a lot of, there's a lot of the theme of, like demons are not what they seem. And, like, that's kind of an underlying thing of what's going on. But in any case, it's kind of like almost like a point that like appearances aren't everything, right? Or like you're not bad just because you are of some race or of ethnicity or you're a demon or a monster. But in any case, we'll find out what happened to Linger later, and like wow, it seems like even like the smartest people is like will send a young 16-year-old girl into a jail. Maybe people see Shenzhen, but in Chinese, you're first to see. Yeah, I noticed that too, cause like, the sad thing is like, I was like, man, there's nobody streaming this in English, cause like nobody, of course, like to Chinese players, they're gonna stream for a Chinese audience, and of course it's completely different. Whereas like if you're streaming for an international audience, you have to explain so much, and you have to painstakingly kind of change Chinese syntax to English syntax. And it's really fun, but at the same time, it's really tricky to do sometimes. And I was like, oh man, and this is like my first time playing the game. I was like, I wanted to share it with other people for once, rather than, I was like, man, this is a darn shame, because like, I mean, I had like lots of coworkers who played this game. Like they're all, like I have a lot of Chinese coworkers, and a lot of them have actually played through this version of the game. We're like, oh, it's really good. I was like, oh, I should totally check it out. I was like, oh well, I recently started like streaming, so a lot of times it's what am I saying again? Yeah, a lot of times like yeah, I could just do the easy route, like stream like, oh okay, I can stream all the English games I want. But it's like, oh, I could do something good with this stream and actually stream a game nobody will stream in English, and then like go through it. I'm more curious about how you got this game. I've gotten it through. I may or may not have gotten it through. Yeah, I can probably hook you up with it somehow, and I won't say much more than that. There's not. I will save that discussion for another time. But anyway, in any case, I think I'm going to call it a night, and I'm going to wish you all farewell and wanan until the next broadcast time, which is probably going to be on early Tuesday morning or late Monday. Is probably the general time. I usually don't stream on the weekends because I leave that open. So in that case, I'm excited to see what happens. So let's we'll find out what happens next time. And to all of you, wanan and have a good night.